We're here with Grayson, looking at our sandcastle that we built with a moat and a wall get demolished by the tide.
It's about to be destroyed.
It is super windy today.
Like really windy. Hello, this is Grayson, and welcome back to my channel, Grayson Thinks. Today we will be talking about the power of waves. Wave energy can be destructive, but it can also be used as energy. There are devices out there that can make waves into electricity. And when all those devices group together, they turn into a wave farm. Some wave farms can be found in Scotland, England, Portugal, and Australia and the United States. Some drawbacks can cause noise pollution and disruption to the physical environment.
Oh, here we go.
In our sandcastle. In a normal castle, a moat. Well, first let me tell you what a moat is. It's like a canal, okay? Except and it goes around the castle. And in one case, it's to keep outsiders out in a normal castle. But in our case, it's to keep the waves out. So it's kind of like the waves are the outsiders. And there's also a wall around the whole castle. So that's just the main defense. The moat is more like a backup. Okay? So, and there's different parts of the castle too. There's parts of the castle like the door. The door is meant there's going to be guards at the door. And the door is going to be in front. It's going to be the entrance. And there's going to be guards. And those guards are not going to let you pass until if you're just an outsider. And you also have to build your castle sturdy. If you don't have a sturdy castle, it won't be very protective against like military soldiers or in our case waves. So it could be like the waves are also military soldiers from other castles trying to destroy their base. It's very unique because when the waves hit the wall, they don't just crash it. They make it where it turns like really soggy, and then it looks like it's melting and it falls over, which gives the waves a little bit of an easier way to hit the castle. Kind of like where you destroy the wall of the castle first before you actually try to get in it. Like if you tried to climb over the wall and then you got knocked out, all your other soldiers would have a problem getting over the wall. So you have to destroy the wall first. It's kind of cool. So you really want to aim on those least sturdiest parts of the wall. So like the smallest. And once you found that, you destroy that part, and then you run into the castle. So yeah, it's pretty cool to watch. It's also pretty cool to watch the waves just destroy your castle. And so there's also different types of castles. Like some castles are like little towers all around with walls around the with walls in between, like there with the little towers like there. And sometimes castles are just like this and then like that and a bunch of like designs on it. Sometimes, and so yeah, there are different types of castles. So yeah, and it's also pretty fun to just make the castle in general, like work with them and have to speed against the waves. It's pretty fun. It's like a race against the waves. And sometimes when you dig so deep in your moat, for a sandcastle, you'll get to water at the bottom. It's really cool. So yeah, it's fun. And the walls are and it's also fun trying to make the walls big and sturdy so they can last pretty long against the waves. Even though they can't last forever against the waves because the waves will just crash it over. Like, it doesn't matter. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. But really, nobody would want their castle knocked over. Even if I had a castle, that was pretty bad, I wouldn't want it to be knocked over. And there's also a choice between what materials you use. You can use wood or stone. Stone would be very strong. But if you used a certain type of tree, like the ones they used in the war to make the bombs bounce off of the walls, you could also make their attacks bounce off the walls, which is pretty cool. I gotta admit, it's pretty cool. So yeah, and it's also pretty fun to just build a castle in general. Again, there's all sorts of different types of ways to build it. It's just fun. Yeah. And what I like to do with my what we like to do is just build where we put a bunch of sand in the bucket and place it down. We don't go for like building like there, and then wall. We don't do that. We didn't do that. So yeah. Although we did build other little castles that looked like little houses, which was pretty cool. So yeah, that was pretty fun. Pretty fun. I want to thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all later. Bye!